This month, I've looked at the problems of self-esteem. Hi, I'm Rhonda, and today I'm going to talk about kind of the culmination of all this month's videos, and that is how to use the 4A's. An accurate assessment of our attributes and our abilities. In my last video, I went into this in quite detail, so I won't do that today. So please check it out in the show notes on finding that other video on the 4A's, because it's useful stuff. Now, how do we use the 4A's? Problem with this idea of self-esteem is that we look at, well, it's tied to our mood. So if I have a good mood, I may esteem myself at a higher. And when I'm in a low mood, I'll esteem myself at a lower. So it's tied to our moods. The 4A's, on the other hand, takes that off the package because it's accurate assessment of our attributes and our abilities. So let's say that somebody has a well-developed inner bully. Now, what does an inner bully look at? Well, you're dumb, you're a loser, you're a failure, you're stupid, you're blah, blah, blah. So when I use the 4A's, I can defeat that lovely inner bully, who wants to, number one, as I talked about earlier, discount the positive. Oh, well, I got an A on a paper. That's because the teacher liked me. That's discounting the positive. And an inner bully would do that, It'd be like, oh, you're just stupid. Well, you got an A on the paper. No, you got an A because the teacher liked you. And it's not because you were smart. You see, you're stupid. Now, my accurate assessment of attributes and abilities would look at the fact that maybe I get lots of A's on papers. I have to accurately look at that and go, okay, true, all right. So when I look at I am stupid, for example, I look back at my 4A's and I may have listed lots of skills that requires some level of intelligence to perform. Therefore, I can't be stupid. So we can then use the 4A's and the result of our 4A's to dispel that inner bully and kick him off to the curb because he's not helpful at all. So instead of doing a self-esteem, which varies and it's vague and it varies based on our mood, we can look at our accurate assessment of our attributes and abilities and therefore use that data, real data, to dispel any of these nasty things we say to ourselves when we're bullying ourselves, such as, I am a failure, I am stupid. Well, you can look at your skills and go, well, I've got some skills, therefore I can't be stupid, because you have to have a certain amount of level of, intelligence to do skills. The end. So, hopefully that's helpful. And to look back at the other month's videos, please check out the show notes. And thank you.